You're not supposed to have to work day in and day out doing things that you hate to try to chase after a dollar. Like, it's not supposed to be that. Hey guys, it's India. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how to identify your life purpose. But before we jump into today's video, girl, be sure you hit that subscribe button down below, okay? Turn your post notifications on, give the video a thumbs up, girl. Join the fam, okay? This channel is all about spiritual content, girl, mental health, finding your life purpose, manifesting your dream life, using your divine feminine energy, like, that's the vibe over here. Okay, so if that's what you're interested in, definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel. So let's go ahead and hop right into today's video. Okay, you guys, so I'm pretty sure I titled this video, How to Find Your Life Purpose, How to Identify Your Life Purpose, birth charts, astrology, life path numbers, all that kind of stuff. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. So let's go ahead and dive right into the astrology. So if you guys don't know anything about astrology, girl, just know that it is the blueprint to who you are as a soul, okay? So all you need is where you're from, your date of birth, your name, and you're gonna go ahead and go to, I don't know if I used astrology.com or if I used AstroSeek, whichever one I use, I'll link it in the description box down below. You guys can click on the link and you guys can go ahead and get your birth chart if you don't already have it. If you've never looked at your birth chart, you don't know anything about astrology, this video is literally just going to tell you exactly what placements to look at and what breakdowns you should read, because when you get your birth chart, you're going to get the chart itself, the visual like circle chart, but you're also going to get a breakdown of all your placements, and it's literally going to tell you everything about each placement that you have. When you're reading your birth chart, you will probably be like, oh my God. Oh my gosh, what? Like, reading your birth chart, when I first read my chart, I was just like, I was shocked. Because for the longest time before I knew what a birth chart was, I thought that all there was to astrology was, I mean, I guess I thought that there might be more to it, but I didn't know anything about it. Like, I literally just knew I was a Capricorn and that was it. And honestly, guys, honestly and truly, like, your sun sign is nothing compared to all of the placements that you have going on in your birth chart. So let's go ahead and just get more specific, girl, about your life purpose. When you look at your birth chart, you have different houses. The house that focuses on career is the 10th house. The 10th house is ruled by Saturn, which is a Capricorn placement. Okay, so Saturn, Capricorn, 10th house, okay? That's what you're gonna be looking at. So 10th house rules your career achievements, your goals, your aspirations, like anything having to do with career and how the public views the way that you work, like how coworkers see you and all that type of stuff. That's what's going on in your 10th house. This is gonna be like your professional jobs, this is gonna be your professional jobs and like your vocation or like your life purpose, like what you're really supposed to be doing, not just like trivial jobs that you've had, like if you used to work at Pizza Hut when you were a teenager, like not that kind of thing. Like, I'm talking about really like your life path, what you should really be focused on. That's the 10th house. Now, each house has a planet, right? So Saturn rules the 10th house. So Saturn rules Capricorn, but you're gonna be more focused on what Saturn placement you have. So for me personally, I have Saturn in Aquarius. So any type of job that I do, baby, it's not gonna be anything traditional. It's not gonna be a traditional type of job. If you've ever met an Aquarius are very like, go with the flow. They're probably like, they might be a little bit more creative, a little bit more, they work here for a little bit, work there for a little bit, or the job that they do have is not conventional. Like, they're not going to be your traditional like doctors, lawyers. I'm not saying that you can be that because you have a whole birth chart. So if you meet somebody who's an Aquarius and they're a doctor, like, okay, but their rising and their moon sign, their whole birth chart, all of that goes into exactly what they're doing. But I'm just saying they're very like free, go with the flow, and things that are very unconventional. So being a content creator, creating videos for a living, doing TikToks and reels and making shorts, and even having, like, I had a loungewear boutique, even doing those types of things, all of that type of stuff is not a traditional way of life. So that's why I say, look at your Saturn placement, look at the sign that rules your 10th house, and then read about that. So when I'm telling you this, literally when you go to your birth chart, you're gonna look up you're just going to scroll down through your birth chart and you're going to look at your Saturn placement and you're going to read about that. And then you can also just go type into Google like Saturn in Aquarius or Saturn in Pisces or Saturn in Sagittarius, like whatever it is, and you can get even more insight. Now, also, at the top of your chart, you're going to have like a cusp, right? And it's called your midheaven. It's going to be abbreviated as MC, which means, I believe it's medium coheli or coeli. I'm not sure exactly how you say it, but it's going to be abbreviated as MC, but it's your midheaven. It's that top point in your birth chart, and that is going to give you even more insight as to what your life purpose is. Your MC is basically an extension of your 10th house. It's going to represent your life path, your career, your reputation is in like a career standing, your achievement. So like things that you're achieving like in society that people will be able to see, like career recognition. It's also going to give you an idea of what your natural gifts and talents are and can really help you to pinpoint exactly what you should be doing. So I will tell you guys my placement for my midheaven is Pisces. So if you've ever met a Pisces girl, Pisces are very dreamy. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So it's everything that is otherworldly. You know, it's like they're the daydreamer. They are just the dreamer in general. Like it's very like occult, you know, like it's very different. And the Pisces is a very spiritual sign, and that is what I enjoy the most. My favorite thing to do is this. I love talking about spiritual topics, astrology, life path numbers, human design. What is even going on here? Why are we here on Earth? What is the purpose of this? The universe, the things that are happening around us, just like those types of things. That's the type of stuff that I like. Real deep conversations about what the is even going on here. Why are we here? What is the purpose of this? That's the type of stuff that I enjoy the most. And so, hello. This is a part of my life path. Now I want to go ahead and jump into life path number. So you can get your life path number online. Once again, all you need for your life path number is your day of birth. That's it. You're literally just going to add up your birthday. You're going to get a number. Now, when you get the number, it's going to be a single digit. If it's an 11, it's a 22, or it's a 33, do not reduce. Okay. When you type this in, well, you might not do it online. You might just add it up yourself. So when you add it up, let's say like you're left with the number 54, right? 5 plus 4 is 9. So you'll keep it that way, right? But let's say you add up your number and it equals an 11 or a 22 or a 33. Keep it as that. You don't add up your 33 to make it 6. It's just 33, okay? So when you get to those 3 numbers, if you have that, you have a master number. So if you're a master number, it means that you've been on Earth many, many times. Many times, baby. This is not your first reincarnation, okay? So you can read more about your master numbers, but other numbers will be 1 through 9. So when you figure out what your life path number is, that is going to give you so much insight as to exactly what you should be doing. Life path number is a part of numerology. It's literally going to show you who you're going to evolve into in this lifetime. It's going to tell you your strengths, your weaknesses, your talents. Your life path number is not the only like big number in numerology. You also have like a destiny number and a heart desire number and a karma number. And so numerology is its whole own thing. Okay, so I'm just picking out the specific points that I personally would recommend that you look at, because I feel like career is such a huge thing in society, and we're always like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, because making money, attracting money to yourself, aligning with money is not supposed to be hard. You're not supposed to have to work day in and day out doing things that you hate to try to chase after a dollar. Like, it's not supposed to be that. You're supposed to align with your sole purpose, align with it. So that it literally has no choice but to hit you in the face. Okay, like you're supposed to align with it. You're supposed to enjoy it. It's supposed to be easy. And when it's easy and you're loving it and you're enjoying it, you're high vibrational, right? You're having a great time. It's fun. It's excitement. It's love. So that's the vibration that money lives on. Money doesn't want to be around people who are in fear, who are anxious, who are having anxiety, who are doing things that they hate, who are waking up every day just like it's a horrible day, you know, like of course you're gonna get a little bit of money from your heartache, you know, from doing those things, but you can attract 1,000 times, 100,000 times more money to you by doing something that you actually enjoy. So look at those placements. Look at your birth chart, look at your 10th house, look at your midheaven, look at your Saturn placement, do your life path number and research your life path number. You can research it on Google, but you can also type in, once you know what it is, type it into YouTube, because a lot of people do life path numbers, like giving their experience with whatever number that they are, and it can just give you even more insight. I also want you to look at this other placement in your birth chart, which is called Chiron. So Chiron is not a planet. Chiron is the wounded healer. You can look up the exact story. It basically has to do with Greek mythology, but it's the wounded healer. So it's the thing that you're supposed to get over in this lifetime to help you become the person that you need to be. So I just like to just tell y'all my placements because that's the easiest way for me to explain stuff. So my Chiron is in my 3rd house in the sign of Leo. The 3rd house is communication. It's how you communicate, okay? I have it in the sign of Leo. If you've ever met a Leo, they have very big personalities, right? So now, once again, if you know a Leo and you're like, they don't have a big personality, they don't never say nothing, they're so quiet, they're so shy, okay, their rising sign might be like Cancer or something, okay? That's why I say the whole birth chart is so important. But naturally, the sign of Leo is ruled by the sun. So it's a very big personality, right? So if you have that placement in your 3rd house, and I'm literally telling you that it's wounded, it means that you don't speak up the way that you should, the way that you would naturally. And you may have been bullied for your voice, right? Like, because we're talking about communication. So I experienced those things, and you guys see what I'm doing here in front of this camera talking. This is literally what I do. Like I have like turned myself into this like spiritual coach. Not even turned myself into it. This is literally just, this is my life path, right? So I'm telling you to look at your Chiron placement because you may read your birth chart, your midheaven, your Saturn placement, your life path number, and be like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know how this can be because of X, Y, and Z, right? But if you have a Chiron placement that needs you to overcome something so that you can actually get to that point, looking at your Chiron can be an indication of what exactly you need to heal internally to help you become that person. Another placement you can look at is your North Node. You have a North Node, you have a South Node. Your South Node is your past life. Your North Node is this life, okay? Who you're evolving into in this lifetime. My North Node is in a fire sign. So I'm supposed to be evolving into like this big personality, like say what you think, like let people know how you feel, share your knowledge, like, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm working on. And because I was able to look at these placements in my birth chart, I was able to gather some more information about what exactly am I supposed to be doing. Now, let me tell you this. Whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, it's not going to leave you alone. You can avoid it if you want to, but you're going to keep hearing it in the back of your mind. You're going to keep hearing it in the back of your mind. You're going to keep hearing other people talk about it. The synchronicities are going to be syncing, okay? If you know you're supposed to start a podcast, when you get on Instagram, you're going to see things about podcasts. Friends and family members are going to be saying things about podcasts. You're in the line at the grocery store, the person behind you is on the phone talking to somebody like, oh yeah, I heard she just started a podcast. Like, it's not going to leave you alone, okay? So you might as well just get into it and just realize that if it's your life purpose, it's your life purpose. You can put it on hold if you want to, but you're going to be constantly struggling in whatever else you do. It's never going to be 100% fulfilling to you, okay? Now, everybody is not meant to have a spiritual career just because you're on a spiritual journey. Some of you might be on a spiritual journey, but let's say like you really love to cook. You really love to cook, you really love to bake, you really love food in general. You love creating new recipes and like sharing them, but you work a 9-to-5 at a marketing company. Like, but you know, like, oh my gosh, I would love to make a recipe book, or I would love to be a content creator and cook, you know, and share my recipes and maybe make an ebook and sell it online, or, you know, whatever. Like, that might be your sole purpose. to do that, like, and to share that with the world. We're supposed to be sharing our gifts and our talents that we have naturally. It's not supposed to be a fight to try to get to the top. Like, it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be easy, fun, and enjoyable. You came here with everything that you need. Everything that you need, you already have. Okay, whatever things you are interested in naturally, that's likely the path you're supposed to be taking. Follow your joy, follow your intuition. Okay, you know what you like to do. You know what you like to do. You know the life that you want to live. And literally just think about maybe already money does not exist. Money exists because, and has power because we give it power to exist. But money is just a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper. It's only about the vibration that you live on. That's how you're going to attract the abundance to you. So overall, if you are trying to figure out what is my life purpose, what is my career path, what am I supposed to be working on, spending my time on, look at your natural talents, your natural gifts, your natural abilities. What things did you like to do when you were a kid? Write this stuff out. What is fun to you today? What was fun to you when you were a kid? Like I said, what did you like to do as a child, right? And then also think about, if money didn't exist, if I didn't need any money to live, no money to do anything, what would I want to do? Write that out as well. Then look at your birth chart. Look at your Saturn placement. Look at your MC, which is your midheaven. Look at your North Node, and look at your Chiron, okay? Then do your life path number. Figure out what your life path number is. Do some research on that, okay? Those are the things that can help you to figure out your life purpose. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below, girl. And if you have any recommendations on how to find your life purpose or the best career for you or whatever, comment it down below, girl, as well. For me and for others, that we have even more insight into figuring out exactly what it is we're supposed to be doing while we're here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.